Okay, this is the Williamson County Board of Commissioners regular meeting. It's March the 8th, 2022 at 10:03 a.m. Roll call, please.
Jim Marlowe.
Present.
Gentry.
Present.
Tim Atkins.
If we could, everybody please rise while we recite the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Brent, could you go?
Lord, we appreciate you giving us opportunity together today to do county business. Lord, I pray that you will be with the Ukrainians during this time. This whole situation is affecting the whole world. And hope that this comes to an end soon and be with all of our servicemen and women safe back to our freedom. Lord, God, watch over the Lord as you right thing for the county. And be with us where the bill come back to another day. Bless things for anything.
Thank you. Okay. Is there any old business that we need to discuss before we move on?
Yeah, one thing with recycling, I know it's, but Lori, let me see what she said. They called me like about 9 o'clock Friday night or Thursday night, I don't know what night it was. They just had a couple questions, and then I asked her, she got me last night. I asked her if she had a ballpark price, you know, what she thinks it'd be. She said, well, I figured just my cost, one employee, 10.5 hours mileage to cover wear and tear and trailer, gaylords and belting wire. She said 3 days a week. She goes, we're looking at $880 a month or $10,600 annually. That's not saying that's exactly what she's asking for, but I think we're pretty close to what, you know, what we do to help them out and just kind of push it, let them run with it.
Right.
Then there wouldn't be downtime. I mean, this downtime is, I mean, I'm getting the lie right now for people who know what's going on.
That's 3 days a week, right?
Just pick up exactly, just mirror it, pick up and go, just like it was.
And that's here at the county building,
Both locations,
both
Johnson City.
locations.
Yeah. And then,
So is that,
I mean, that is like, she did, she figured 10.6 annually or whatever. So, I mean, I figured it'd be maybe 10, something like that. And then it's, we'll have truck issues,
We don't have
we don't have
to,
anything, and it will stay afloat, and they'll make it happen. And it's a good partnership, because, you know, I still work with Lunkeler, which is 5-star industry, which is the same time the setup of employees in Des Moines, and it's a big deal to keep these folks busy.
right, it'd be really good for them.
So
It'd be good for the county, we'll save $15,000.
Yeah, plus all the stuff that goes wrong with the truck. And she said that, I said, you know, could you possibly start next week, if people are really getting pretty well that forward. And she said, how about March 21st, and talk to the attorney, which would be you, to come up with some kind of simple agreement. Doesn't have to be a long drawn out deal.
Yeah.
And I could narrow down on and tell the guys what, send it to Stephanie to tell them what the final price we want to come at. What do you want to say? Is it 10?
She said 10.6.
she told
10.6.
me, she told me 10.6. I thought.
I don't want to,
So
we're
10.6.
saving money, let's don't.
10,600.
Now, here's one thing I'd like to throw out there. You know, one day in Johnson City, I told Johnson City all along that there's a possibility that we would drop them. Now, if you want to have them go out there, how about let's contact Johnson City and see if they want to pick up the 1/3.
We'd have to be asking people down here to pick up one. The point of the recycling is to cover this side of the county and that side of the county. So
The only reason I say that is because what if Heron called and said, hey, listen, you know, why don't we have it in Heron too?
they have their own recycling.
I don't think,
Yeah,
do they?
they do. Because probably the court picks them up. So they have their own. I mean, I'm just saying, if you do 1/3 fair, then what you do, ask people that are married to pitch in.
Well, that's a possibility too.
No, I say this is a great partnership. That's my opinion. I think it's eliminates a lot of
It's just an
problems.
idea, so, you know.
You want him to, Tim, you want to go ahead, I mean, draw it up at 10.6?
Let's-
Otherwise, we're still gonna be talking about this when they want to start, we're still gonna be dragging our feet on it. So she said I can do it on I would like to start on the 21st, if that's okay. I said, I'll talk to everybody tomorrow. And she's already talked to the driver and Kevin, they're ready to go. I said, I do think you would need 2 trailers the first time because it's been so long. People are just really about to stroke out, and so I would like to get it.
Just got a question. What all can they take to the recycling here?
Cardboard, and I think only 2 different types of plastic.
Everything's on the internet, on our website,
Oh, okay.
exactly what they do,
Yeah,
and nothing outside.
and no glass.
If they come up and with trash, you say, sorry, put it back in the
Yeah.
car, you know, so. But
They would have, like I said, they would have, basically it's like what we had before with Kevin, you know.
Who does the, you guys have any idea who does, there's 2 dumpsters at, the library here in Marion?
That's City of Marion,
yeah, they got programs, I don't know.
Is that what that is?
evidently, yeah. I don't know if that's up and running or not.
Yeah, I mean, I take stuff there, just wondered what it was. Who managed that and what?
So you figure we paid 20-something thousand plus all the parts we put into the truck. And we're keeping recycling going, and we don't have to mess with whether somebody's gonna be there or not, you know, be on vacation. They take
I told her
they take
she-
care of it.
If they got for some reason they can't send an employee, let us know. We'll put it on the website, you know, that once again, that it was beat down. So, I told her that we would, be closed during holidays, obviously, so they wouldn't have to come then. So she told me at one time though, that there are times where there may be,
They have strange holidays, like 3 days.
yeah, and sometimes they didn't have enough employees to come in or something. I don't know.
That's
what.
fine, just once in a while.
But if there's a problem, just call us, let us know, so we put it on the website. That's
We
it.
just can't have this lag 2 and 3 weeks. People, it's not very effective, so.
But anyway, I think it's a great plan. I think it's a great idea. You know,
So
ever
there's
since
progress report.
I went out there, I thought it was a great plan.
It's a good plan. And if Johnson City wanted to kick in a third, since we're gonna be there for a third of the time, that's fine by me too. If you want to ask them, that's fine.
That'd be great if you got a little skin in the game.
I think Heron pays for theirs, and Marion pays for theirs. So
Who's gonna pick up third down here?
I don't have a problem asking Johnson City for
Who's gonna pick a third up for 2 days down here?
in Marion.
We're 2 days here, 1 day at
Didn't
third.
you just say that Marion has theirs? Aren't they running an operation?
Well, they have something, I don't know, but if you're gonna, the point is taking care of both ends of the county.
Well, we can get it
Now, if
going.
Johnson City says no, the heck with you.
No, I never said.
No,
I know, I'm
What
saying,
else?
if Johnson City said that, then what we're gonna do?
If we'll still provide that service, I would assume.
That's the way it's proposed right now. Same like what we used to have, 2 days here and 1 day in Johnson City.
And I'm just saying, if Johnson City decided they wanted to kick in on it, that's
That'd be
fine. If
great.
they don't, that's fine too.
Yeah.
We're still
But I
saving
think with-
15,000 a year on
It's
the
still
service.
the same plan. It's exactly how she pointed it out, but I think it's a great idea. I think, for what we propose here. I don't know, if we just wait till draft up a little agreement, call her in here, and something simple. Basically, you know, that, we need something, you know, if for some reason, whatever the reason, if she had to back out, give us at least, 30-day window to know to look for something else. That's kind of all. Put that out on there. So moving on. Travis, you wanna go ahead, we'll start with you first.
Travis didn't have anything.
I didn't have
He
anything
just
else.
was here.
Okay, all right, then we'll go with the collective bargaining agreement between Williamson County Highway Department and the operating engineers. So according to Rhett, from what Travis said, everything is good in the contract.
As far as I know, yeah.
There's no contract.
We just don't have it here. in
We
front of
don't
us.
have it in paper in front of us.
So,
And this is common. I mean,
yeah,
they've got all kinds of stuff going on, these go 318, so we'll get it eventually.
so what we need then would be just a motion to accept the contract.
We'll go ahead and accept it now. And
I'm fine with it. I mean, as long as you guys are fine with us not having the actual copy, but it's out there. Travis has it. You have a copy.
Well, I've got a copy of the draft
All right.
that, talked about the changes in the wages and the 24 hours on the personal stuff and the temporary work. But yeah, I mean, I've taken a close look at it, Don's taken a close look at it. We don't see any major issues, so.
So if it doesn't change from that draft that you have, I'm fine with that.
So the guys on the committee have not seen it?
Well, what the foreman told me, they were handing these out this morning. So I think they just got them yesterday, and so the members can all take a look at them. So,
I mean, we could always postpone it again.
Well, we could vote on it, it's contingent upon the rep says everything's okay.
Do that too.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Did you make it?
I'll make a motion to approve the collective bargaining agreement between Williamson County Highway Department and Operating Engineers 318, contingent on the agreement being what is in the,
What Brett Barkley, our attorney says.
somebody can figure out what that was, Amanda.
Contingent, everything's okay.
Contingent, everything is still Brett.
Second.
Jim Marlowe.
Yay.
Brett Gentry.
Yay.
Tim Atkinson.
Yeah.
Under new business, we have the rescind of Williamson County vaccination policy. Got that right out here. We implemented that a while back. COVID was gearing up again. The governor has rescinded the policy that he has, and normally that's what we go by anyway. So I'd like to make a motion that we rescind the Williamson County vaccination policy and face covering policy.
A second.
Jim Marlowe.
Yay.
Brett Gentry.
Yay.
Tim Atkinson.
Yes.
Jim, you want to read the minutes?
Oh, well, this is to approve the minutes. Motion to approve minutes from January 11th, 2022.
Second.
Jim Marlowe.
Yeah.
Brett Gentry.
Yeah.
Tim Atkinson.
And motion to approve minutes from January 12th, 2022.
Second.
Jim Marlowe.
Yeah.
Brett Gentry.
Yeah.
Tim Atkinson.
And motion to approve minutes from January 19th, 2022.
Second.
Jim Marlowe.
Yeah.
Brett Gentry.
Yeah.
Tim Atkinson.
And motion to approve minutes from January 25th, 2022.
Second.
Jim Marlowe.
Yeah.
Brett Gentry.
Yeah.
Tim Atkinson.
Yeah. Motion to approve minutes from January 27th, 2022.
Second.
Jim Marlowe.
Yeah.
Brett Gentry.
Yeah.
Tim Atkinson.
Yeah. Motion to approve minutes from February 2nd, 2022.
Second.
Jim Marlowe.
Yeah.
Brett Gentry.
Yeah.
Tim Atkinson.
Thanks, Tim. I'd like to read and accept the following reports. The Williamson County Clerk Vital Records for January. The Williamson County Clerk Fees Account for January. The Williamson County Clerk Real Estate Trust for January. The Williamson County Clerk Mobile Home Trust for January. And Williamson County Clerk General Fund for January. Under resolutions,
Oh, that's fine.
okay.
Motion to approve sale to new owner Richard Jackson, 12-25-486-003.
Second.
Jim Marlowe.
Yeah.
Brett Gentry.
Yeah.
Tim Atkinson.
Yeah. Motion to approve sale to new owner Richard Jackson, 12-25-492-007.
Second.
Jim Marlowe.
Yeah.
Brett Gentry.
Yeah.
Tim Atkinson.
Yeah. Motion to approve sale to new owner John Michael Johnson, 13-007-19. I have no more numbers on that.
That's all.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah. Second.
Jim Marlowe.
Yeah.
Brett Gentry.
Yeah.
Tim Atkinson.
Yeah. Motion to approve sale to new owner Robert E. Buckington, 05-29-451-009,
Second.
Jim Marlowe.
Yeah.
Brett Gentry.
Yeah.
Tim Atkinson.
Next, we have an ordinance to add territory to the Williamson County Enterprise Zone. What this is, within this ordinance it includes the, an amendment to the ordinance. This is ordinance number 2203-0803. What this is for a new hotel that's going to be put in or built by Rodney Cavness and his group. and this is gonna go right behind, in between, the Buffalo Wild Wings and that Mach 1 gas station. This is where they're gonna build that, right across the street from that, what's that other hotel across the street? Holiday Inn Express, yeah. So, this was approved by the executive committee. And so now, and they've had a public hearing already. So this now goes to the 8 different taxing entities for approval, Williamson County being one of them. So just need a motion to accept it.
I'll make a motion to accept ordinance number 22-03-08-03.
Second.
Jim Marlowe?
Yeah.
Brett Gentry?
Yeah.
Tim Atkinson?
And that's all I have on the agenda today. At this time, we open it up to the public. If anybody has any comment from anybody, or anybody want to discuss
About the
anything?
guy in the back, what out there.
Yeah,
The ARPA, we gonna do anything tomorrow, or we talk about something like that? No.
We didn't have a meeting scheduled for tomorrow.
Well, we can come out of this and go, I mean, we don't have to, that's just a couple of things. One, any more thought on the essential pay? I know you said you were talking about somebody, I don't know.
Yeah, we still haven't got word back on how benefits are going to be paid out of that and what kind of hit that our funds are going to take because the benefits are going to be paid out of that.
I think that's one thing that needs to be cleared.
And I asked Ashley to work on that. Actually, I think Ashley may still be out of town for another day or two. So Brent, I would like to have that clear, how much it's actually going to cost before we finally get down to that.
I had a call, Saturday, person on Lake Egypt board, the water board, that I wouldn't say was the most happy in the world, but they said they'd heard, of course, that we weren't gonna give them anything, but we're taking care of all the other water boards, and I said, I don't think that's the case. I said,
So my brother-in-law's a member on that board down there.
Mhm.
And he didn't say to me that they were unhappy. So maybe that's changed.
Does he think he's getting money?
Huh?
Does he think he's getting any money?
Well, since I don't speak for the board by myself, I told her, I said, in my opinion, you ought to ask Johnson County to see if they have any also.
Johnson City is 1/3 of that desert.
Right.
And I've always thought we should help out Lake Egypt, but I don't care if it's 100,000 or it's 200,000.
Right, and I don't think.
And I told him, I said, I am not aware of being turned down. I said,
No,
but
we haven't turned them
if
down.
we have money in there now that we can go, well, why? Somebody said we might wait till July. I said, why wait till July, but the money now? I mean,
I think the idea was, on the waiting part, was we originally talked about in case there's a couple of these that may, if they go over what they projected.
they're all gonna pick that up on their own. We've heard that.
Well, some of them, White Ash,
Yeah.
Fredericksburg.
So anyway, I just told him I wasn't aware of it being denied, so.
I've not denied, and quite honestly, I'm not wanting to overcommit any of these funds until we actually have that money sitting in the bank. And we're within $500,000 of being out of that first tranche.
I did ask, what was the gentleman who came here? What was his name?
Told us about the rods.
I talked with him. I gave him a call shortly afterwards. And I told him, I said, does all of this go for Williamson County? And he said, no, there's some of these in Johnson County. So I said, what percent are in Johnson County? He told me 50% are in Johnson County. And I said, well, I told him, I said, we haven't made a decision or anything. I said, would you be happy with 100,000? Because he asked too. And he said, yeah, he'd be happy with that. I also made contact with the chairman of Johnson County. I forgot that individual's name. And had a discussion with him and asked him if they had any ARPA money left over. He said he didn't know of any. They were using it to buy equipment. I told him about the guy from Lake of Egypt Water District, and he said, yeah, I'm in contact with him. So I called this guy back and I told him, gave him the name of the guy, the chairman of the Johnson County board, and I told him to get in touch with him. So if there's any money left over from them, you can maybe get some from them as well.
to buy equipment.
They're buying equipment for, I don't know what type of equipment, I don't know.
Funny things being done, I mean, and it's probably
Tell
perfectly
you what they're
fine.
buying.
Huh?
I can tell you what they're buying.
The highway equipment.
They're buying 6 Mac tandems and 2 backhoes. 6 or 8 Mac.
Well, Lord knows they need it, but it's kind of
Yeah.
an odd situation to, well, okay, well, I mean, I was gonna tell you, but the Lake Region is one of our biggest, we're gonna touch a bunch of people, that's.
We're not, yeah, honestly, Brent, I've not told them no. I don't know. if
100,000?
anybody else has.
I never told them no, though. And I told them, would you be happy with half?
They just, that, so I was just wondering, because everybody else has been helping, we got told, we got denied, well, I am not.
Well, we had a lot of other, Pittsburgh, Johnson City, New Burnside.
I was talking about what there's no denial made, that's all I can tell you.
No, they've not been denied.
Nobody has been denied anything on this. So, anything else?
Tom, you're quiet, you don't have anything?
No, nothing.
I'll be meeting with you afterwards and on another topic, so. If there's nothing else, then just need a motion to recess or
Do we have a meeting next week?
adjourn.
Pardon me?
I'm in Springfield next week.
I don't think so.
Other than what we do in our Wednesday meetings.
That's only if you have to have it.
Right.
So I didn't have anything on my schedule for meetings next week.
No,
Not unless we have to call something for something,
so,
So the only thing I'll add to that is, Tom is reviewing some stuff for Walker Club.
Yeah.
We'll have something ready probably later this week, early next week, so.
okay, so we can put it on with next Wednesday's meeting.
I mean, I don't,
And if you want to call in, you call in. If you don't, that's
Yeah,
fine, too. Either way,
in the afternoon.
just approve it real quick.
Right, yeah.
So,
The afternoon, that'd be about 1:15, yeah. We end morning session testing at about noon. Afternoon session starts about 1, so that'll be right after it starts. I should be okay.
and it may only be just one thing, so.
I think, I mean, it's something, there's a couple other things that have gone ahead, but they can wait. They can wait.
But that one needs to get done. Is that approving?
Coordinate.
so we're not going to meet tomorrow, so then we just need to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Jim Marlowe?
Yes.
Ray Gentry?
Yes.
Jim Matheson?